Hey y'all, my name is Cassie and I am the creator of Pieces of Scrap, and for today's video I wanted to do a quick market recap of my pop-up shop today in Bear Hall in Crockett, Texas. So I started out today at about 10:30 a.m. was when the shop opened, and it was a really slow day. Normally there are a handful of other vendors, small businesses that will set up in this pop-up shop, but because of the cold and just because of people's busy schedules, I was the only one who showed up today for today's pop-up shop, which is fine. It kind of made it quick for people to pop in and see, oh, you're the only pop-up shop open today. So they were quick visits in and out. Didn't really have a lot of people browsing because I was the only place open today. So there's that caveat before I get into my sales and stuff today. So something I did differently this time compared to any of my other markets or pop-up shops is once I got set up, I took some photos of my booth right away and I shared them in the community Facebook pages that I am familiar with for this area. And I told people that I was there. I didn't tell people how long I would be there because I didn't really know at that point how long I was planning on staying. So I shared what I was selling to as many places as I can, and because of that, 2 of my 6 sales today were online. I did pretty well considering the weather being below freezing in Texas, where people aren't really prepared for that kind of weather, and for pop-up shop not being a super successful thing that I usually participate in. I go because it's free and I want to get my name out there and I want people to, look for me at like festivals and stuff like that. If they see me for the first time and then they come by and say, oh, you have cool stuff, but I wasn't planning on purchasing anything today, they can come see me later and have a plan to purchase something in the future. So that's kind of why I do it. That's why I feel like this is worth it to set up at this pop-up shop, but also just because it gives me an opportunity to get better at preparing for markets, for big markets, and for setting up my display in a timely manner and just making sure everything looks as good as it can, and kind of getting feedback from customers about how I'm displaying things and determining how I display things in the future from that feedback. So something I've noticed the past couple markets that I've been to is I would place all of my plushies kind of in the same area, and everybody would flock to that area and look at only the plushies, but then they didn't realize what else I had because I just had all the eye-catching items in one central location. So something I did differently at this pop-up shop today was I kind of dispersed my plushies throughout the entire table so that people had an opportunity to look at everything that I had to offer instead of just looking at that one location as the only things I had to offer. And that definitely got people looking through everything that I had versus before at like Christmas and Crockett, everybody would just look at my wire rack and my wooden tiered shelf because that's where my plushies were prominently displayed. And this time I just had it kind of speckled through everything so that it would kind of draw the eye through everything that I had available and get customers to purchase that way. So going through kind of my insights from today, I got $167 in gross sales. That's between 6 sales total. 2 of those, like I was saying earlier, were online. And I had quite the variety in purchase methods this time. I had 1 Venmo order, 1 Cash App order, and then 3 of my sales were cash, and then only 1 was Square, so card purchase. So that makes it pretty convenient for me because I didn't really have many fees involved with most of that. My fees would just be on the Square purchases. That being said, my material profit for this pop-up shop was $85.83, so that's pretty good. And then my profit, when we factor in paying myself for the hours I put in to make the plushies that sold and the items that sold, that would be $62.53. So overall, pretty good day considering I only had 6 purchases. I think maybe 10 people total came to my market today, or I guess that's not even true because two of my purchases were online. So 2 of my purchases were online, so maybe like 6 people total came to my physical booth today. I had 2 purchases online. One of my purchases was a customer who saw my post on Facebook and decided to come into town to visit my booth, solely to visit my booth, which is really flattering, just to pick up something that she saw online in that photo that I posted. So that was really cool. I'm not really counting that as an online purchase because I didn't have to take payment online like the other 2. The other 2 are online purchases, and I will be delivering them in person to the people who purchase those items later this week. So one of those, I have a delivery tomorrow, which is Sunday the 21st. And then later this week, I will also make a delivery of the other items that sold. So that's pretty cool. Along with all of my sales and stuff like that, I also got lots of feedback from customers about what they would like to see as well. So some of my customers recommended products that I should make, like somebody wants to see headbands in the future. So I'm gonna make some headbands for the next market. And then I had some recommendations about making some bunny rabbit plushies. And then I'm attending Love Fest and Love Lady on February 10th, which is a Saturday. And one of my customers recommended that I should make some lions because the Love Lady mascot for the schools there is a lion, and she gave me like the colors and stuff. So I'll be able to make some lions and hopefully sell some of those because people will want to represent their school and represent school spirit. So that was pretty cool too. So overall, a really good day. I'm happy that I brought this and bought this new notepad so that I could keep track of my sales. I really like how up here there's like a subject line, date line, and you can like circle what day it is and stuff like that too. This helped a lot. So kept things really clear and kept me from having to flip through pages in my notebook. The notebook that I normally use is this one to like write patterns, keep notes to myself about, video scripting and stuff like that. So it's nice to have 2 separate areas of where I can keep notes to myself. So this one from now on is going to be my catalog of sales and transactions. So that's awesome. And this will make it easier for me to reconcile things and know where I have reconciled things. I also kind of made a key to myself here that I updated Square to reflect my inventory in terms of purchases that were not made on Square, which was nearly all of my purchases were not made on Square. So just making sure my inventory was up to date on my Square app was it was nice to be able to keep track of that, have enough time to keep track of that today. So I guess there are benefits to it not being super crazy busy like it has been my past 2 markets. But also it was just nice to get the experience of trying to figure out what things are working and, still learning and feeling things out to try to figure out how to do better in the future too. So this market was a success in my book. I'm happy to have gone. I don't have to pay a booth fee for these pop-up shops. It's just a small business event that the owner of the restaurant just helps us out and doesn't make us pay any booth fee to be there. So that's really nice of them. Shout out to Bear Hall in Crockett, Texas for letting us do that. So yeah, and that's really all I have for this video. I didn't really want to do a dive in of my inventory because in my last video, I kind of go over some of the new things I have in stock and show you guys everything that I've been making for my inventory and restocking since Christmas in Crockett and stuff like that. So I didn't feel like it was super necessary to go through every single little thing that I brought. So yeah, it's a shorter video, shorter market recap video, but it's not really a huge event, so I didn't think it was necessary to kind of go super in depth about everything. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below what you're working on for your markets. If you're looking into doing a market, anything like that, I'd like to know what you're working on. So just let me know in the comment section below. And if you like my videos and you want to see more in the future, make sure you also hit the subscribe button. I try to upload videos every Tuesday. Still kind of working out my upload schedule to see what day kind of works best to get more traction in the YouTube algorithm. So the day that I upload is subject to change. Right now it's Tuesdays, but I will always let you guys know in my community tab if that ever changes. So hope to see you guys soon in the next video. Y'all have a great day.